Hello, fabulous Capricorn. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of December 2018. Looking at life and love. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. What an amazing month it is. We have an active sky, a powerful sky, but really the most important thing, and what I'm calling this month, is the divine wrapping up. That is the overall theme of this month. We are going to finish two major retrograde seasons, and it is going to be on New Year's Eve that Uranus will stand still in the sky and will, in the first days of 2019, move forward. And that means that all major planets will be direct for 2 full months as we start a new year. This is very powerful. It is a powerful symbol of moving forward, of us collectively and in our own lives implementing new things and having them gain traction, having them gain ground. Now, it is, at least for this month, not necessarily that space just yet. There may be a sense of some impatience, some sense of some impulsive new beginnings, but really the best stuff that's going to find us is going to be a part of a larger reward that plays out. And especially for you, I see this as a time of karmic reward that happens just after you have some inner restlessness. That restlessness will be transformed into tangible opportunity that you don't need to fight for, you don't need to chase, you don't need to do anything to make it happen. It'll just show up for you. Now that may feel kind of counterintuitive for you as a Capricorn, as you are a sign that is very consistent about taking action, taking ownership for the direction in which you want to go. But the best of what you will reap this month is based on the good things that you've already done. So let's talk about a few of these larger trends that are going to speak to the overall energy of this month. There is going to be, right around the 7th of the month, a new moon. Now, just before this new moon reaches exact, we are going to have Mercury direct. I'm seeing these two energies play out in important ways. So one is that Mercury is going to go direct right where she was, or he was rather, although Mercury has been, mythologically speaking, considered and contemplated and articulated as an androgynous energy, not male, not female necessarily. But at least for now, it is going to be Mercury that stands still in the sky. The last time that she met Jupiter in the sky, well, at least the first time she met Jupiter in the sky as part of this larger Mercury retrograde season. And so in some way, what is transpiring now will speak to what was happening for you in the first part of November, and will be a furtherance of the blessings that tried to find you at that time. Very likely connected to a friend or a group that you belong to. Some good news may very well find you on that front. But this new moon is happening in the sign just before yours. And it is happening close in the sky with Jupiter, which gives it this sense of possibility. That's that part of you that knows that good things can happen and good things can find you. However, it is going to be this new moon that is speaking with Mars and with Neptune. And Mars and Neptune are moving through a part of the sky for you that have to do with communications of all kinds, whether they find you, whether you have them, messages that you may receive. So I feel as I look at this that there may be a need for you to be mindful of how you are expressing yourself, how you are communicating, but at the same time, to not take on the weight of the world. And what I mean by that is, if it feels as if there's some opportunity you're really hoping will happen, something you're really wanting to unfold, and then it manifests as a certain situation where you're having to assert yourself, there's no need to sort of backtrack or ask yourself if you did the right thing, if you said the right thing, should you say more, should you fight for it, should you hold back. Try to relax and let the good things find you, because there are good things here. As I said, there's going to be some sense of further clarity, further insight, further possibility related to a group that you belong to or a specific friend. But it is going to be a little bit later in the month, right around the 20th, that Mercury will meet Jupiter for the last time as part of this larger Mercury retrograde season. And that is going to represent when that good karma finds you. And so it seems like you're a little bit impatient. There might be a little bit of Freudian slip that you're taking a little bit too hard. And what I mean by that is you may say something and realize that you said too much, or you ended up being more revealing than you had planned to or wanted to, or you say something and then afterwards you're like, why did I say that? What did I really mean? What truth was I expressing that I didn't really know before? Take whatever happens around that new moon as an opportunity to learn about yourself, spend time with your friends and people that you enjoy being around, and just know that the bigger blessings are there for you mid-month. Now we add as another layer to this Venus and all the things that Venus is doing this month as she wraps up her larger retrograde season. Well, it does look like connecting with others is going to be important to you now, and possibly connecting to one specific person is going to be important to you as well. So where I talk about Venus retrograde season, I want to start with early in the month. At the very beginning of the month, Venus will stand across the sky from Uranus at the very top of your sky, before very quickly moving on and moving into this very friendship-oriented part of the sky, where she spent much of this Venus retrograde season. It is going to be, as we get to the middle of the month, right around the 16th, that Venus will speak in harmony with Saturn in your sign. In the days that surround this full moon, we are also going to have Mars speaking with Pluto in harmony. We're going to have Venus, once she leaves shadow on the 18th, will shortly after the full moon speak with Pluto in harmony as well. As you put this all together, it looks like a very important time for you where it comes to matters of heart, a romantic time for you, certainly, where all kinds of passions and desires have a certain intensity and are stirred for you. However, here's the thing. This full moon is important, but it's interesting as well. And that is because it is what astrologers consider essentially unaspected, which means that it's not having any major exact mathematical conversations with other power players in the sky. It is a full moon that has a certain isolated quality to it. And so as I look at this, I feel like there's a lot of very social energy with you this month. There's a lot of talkative energy with you as well. And so it can feel very comforting to be with people that you feel like you can be yourself, you can relax with, you can hang out with. And so do be sure to accept invitations. Those are going to be moments that really stay with you and inspire you forward. But in many ways, I see this more as a time of culmination. More as a time of realization as to what has been happening for you and where you want to go from here. But it's very much about you and where it is that you are wanting, and not necessarily about one other specific person. So if you are someone who is open to meeting someone new, as I said, make sure you're accepting all kinds of invitations. It is while hanging out with friends that some of your more important romantic moments and realizations are going to occur. It is going to be right in the middle of the month that you have an appreciation of how far you've come, particularly in terms of aligning friend and love and matters of heart. So whether that is someone that you've been interested in, or a friend and you speaking things through and helping you to understand what love is going to be for you going forward, all of that energy is very strong with an important conversation that happens for you with a friend in the middle of the month. However, ultimately, your realizations of what partnership is going to mean for you going forward will be truly personal and your own, and that much more important to you as well. For those of you just getting to know somebody, I feel like this is a month that has a sense of clarity written all over it, but it is a grounded clarity. And it really is about you realizing whether or not this person fits into what you are wanting and where you want to go, and if this is a connection that's actually going to go anywhere. That will be more fully revealed to you at this time, and it is you that holds the cards, so to say. It is you that is going to decide whether or not you want to move forward with this person or not. And for those of you who are in an established bond, I feel like the middle of the month is going to be a very important time for solidifying the commitment that you feel, anchoring the love that you feel in a sense of companionship with your partner. However, that full moon, it looks like there's a lot of private time between you and your partner being spent. There's not really a desire to go out there and be out and about, but rather to nurture the love that you have together. And so given that there are these two energies, like on the one hand, be social, see your friends, and on the other hand, just be alone at home with your partner, you will find that right balance for you to nourish both spaces. What I love about this month for you, it's got to be the karmic reward, right? It's got to be that sense that there are so many possibilities that can just find you. Anything from good news to bigger opportunities to grand blessings may just show up for you. At the very least, you will be feeling very spiritually connected this month. And you are going to find that ultimately it is that connection to a source of love, a source of acceptance, and a source of inspiration that is truly what makes your life so blessed. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this every week by logging on to nadiyashah.com. Sign up to be one of my superstars. Superstars get expanded exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, and so much more. All of this in the superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.